morning, folks. I am at the Firozpur toll booth behind me. I've just gotten off the Delhi-Mumbai expressway. Now, you can't get back onto the Delhi-Mumbai expressway before you spend 10 minutes. So you can't just get off and then get back on to go back if you're on these media drives. I've been driving the Nissan X-Trail that is right here. And this is the first media drive, first impressions drive, right? And I want to make it very clear, I've not spent more. This has only been an hour and a half I've spent with this car, and mainly on the expressway, mainly on high speeds roads, not in the city. Lots of caveats over here before I carry on with what I feel first impressions are. And first impressions are very important. They always have been very important but especially in today's social media and Tinder-driven age that some of you live in, maybe, not people like me. And, you know, frankly, I'm not left very impressed with this car. Yes, it's got a variable compression turbo that makes it very efficient, I believe. But the fuel efficiency and power delivery are good. But is it spectacular? No. What else do I feel about this car? I just want to talk about this. In terms of interior fit and fitment, I feel it lacking. I mean, it's not got electric seats or ventilated seats. I mean, I've been driving a Kia Sonet X-Line for the past month, and that's got a four-way electric seat, this and ventilated seat. The infotainment screen is too small, not got a branded audio system. I mean, this is a D-segment SUV. It's going to compete in terms of price against the Hyundai Tucson. But in terms of fit and fitment, doesn't compete against a Hyundai Creta. It falls short against a Hyundai Venue, which has level 1 ADAS. This does not even have ADAS or a branded audio system. Yes, it's 3-row, so it'll probably go up against, say, something like a Hyundai Alcazar. But I think Nissan really needs to get their act together with the speccing of the car. Great engine, nice to drive. But as they themselves, I mean, a lot of Indians have chauffeurs. So there are lots of things about this car that are great. I mean, I love, for example, the 20-inch wheels that it has, but it doesn't have, for example, it does not have a spare wheel. It has a puncture kit, a liquid puncture kit, not a pattiwala puncture kit. These 20-inch wheels and tires are not exactly readily available also because this is not a size that's made in India. These have to be imported, and Nissan says they'll have enough. Good looking car, no doubt. It's a very smart looking car, but falls a bit short, in my opinion, against, say, what's going to compete against. I mean, the Hyundai Tucson, which is a good looking car as well, has four-wheel drive. This is again just front-wheel drive. It's got a limited slip diff at the back, but is the performance spectacular? No, not really. I mean, I like this car. Again, first impressions only, and first impressions can change. If you're a student of history, you know how Queen Victoria didn't like Prince Albert the first time around. And you know what happened after that. They had 9 kids together. So, yeah, it depends. Yeah, I want to wait and see until 1st of August when Nissan announces the price of this car, what it will go up against. But if it is priced aggressively against the Hyundai Tucson, I really want Nissan to do well. Don't get me wrong. I really, really do want Nissan to do well. It's important that we have a lot of car makers in this country, and Nissan has said that they are going to bring in the C-segment SUV next year and the C-Plus segment SUV next year. I hope they manage to spec it better than they've spec'd this car.